everyone and welcome to Rad Chat. My name's Jo McNamara and I'm joined by Joel Anderson.
Hi everyone.
So we're here live in the pod box for UKIO 25 and we're joined by not one, not two, but three special guests. So if we start with you, Stuart, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi everybody, I'm Stu Southgate. I'm a Regional Director for Alliance Medical across the Midlands and Yorkshire.
I'm McGoven, I'm Research Engagement Manager at Alliance.
And I'm Meadows, I'm the MI Specialist Advisor with Alliance Medical.
So tell me a little bit about your background. What got you into industry?
So I've been in radiography now for nearly 13 years. Background diagnostic radiography, very much interested in education. Working with Cumbria University. Then as a clinical tutor, then I was working at Blackpool and I've moved into working with Alliance Medical, who I've been working with for 25 years nearly. I specialised in PET-CT and I have been working in PET-CT, seeing it develop and grow for the last 25 years.
You don't look old enough to have been
that's very nice of you to say. A special birthday this week, so...
40.
Thank you. 40 this week.
You definitely need to share recommendations for skincare.
Oh dear. So yeah. So I've been working in PET though. I've been very fortunate to be in PET for PET-CT for quite a long time, to see the growth of it from the very, very early days. So
brilliant.
So I'm a diagnostic radiographer by background. I've been qualified 18 years. At Alliance for 1 year, so I'm still quite new. I'm finding my way. I've worked for the NHS for a little bit, for a charity for a while, and real passion for research and bringing research everywhere that I can. I've just done a talk on my volunteering at the ethics committee at the HRA, which another thing I'm really passionate about, getting more radiographers into doing that as well and volunteering their time. Within Alliance I cover the whole of the UK, just trying to grow our research portfolio, what we can do in the units and really seeing where we can take our research.
Amazing.
That leaves me, I suppose. So I'm a therapeutic radiographer by background. Moved out of the clinical sort of limelight, if you like, in 2010, give or take. Moved more into sort of managerial role and then into business development. And I joined Alliance back in September. Main guise of that really was I just wanted more of a challenge across a larger area. I missed the therapy radiography a little bit, but that's part of the course when you grow your careers. So I'm looking forward to a few years with Alliance now and hopefully help them grow the business.
How do people get involved with the research? Do they come to you with ideas or do you go to them?
A mixture of things. Alliance actually do quite a lot of support for clinical trials, so providing the imaging for the clinical trials, and also Alliance fund some PhDs, external and internal, and we do quite a lot of posters, quite a few posters here and at different conferences. It's just all of that encompassed together really. And then sort of using that clinical research income to support the other work that we want to do with research.
So would someone go onto an Alliance website and look for those funding opportunities? Or how would someone kind of find out what is wanting to?
At the minute it's a little bit more ad hoc around that.
Right.
It's something we are looking to change and make more of a formal process for that as we grow that opportunity that we're offering.
So at the moment, how do people access it? Is it more wanting to kind of design?
So you can contact anyone in Alliance and they can direct you to. So we have a research committee and we'll review applications for funding or support for research and just see where we can support. Sometimes that's with monetary support or providing traces or providing scanning, just depending on what the study is and if it's sort of aligning with our research objectives.
That's amazing because you don't always see that in therapeutic radiography between Alliance and clinical, so it's great to kind of see that diagnostic pathway emerging. In terms of kind of PET, what's kind of your project area that you're involved in at the moment?
I think workforce is probably one area to call out, because obviously with the growth of imaging full stop, trying to manage that workforce and grow that workforce, grow it from within. And what's been really exciting opportunity is being able to see that now you can take the pathway for someone from a clinical assistant role to move to an assistant practitioner role, working with the universities to come out with a degree and to top up that degree, and then to be professionally registered as a radiographer. And that avenue wasn't there before, but it's lovely to see that, to see your staff grow and to have that opportunity. So I'd say that's one area, workforce. I'm very fortunate. My role has a little bit of everything wrapped in. I'm nodding next to next to Anya because we're research. We have we've got our digital technology and scanning, so I think it could go on really. But I think workforce is very important.
What's important about being at UKIO, Stu?
For me, it's about networking. It's about seeing old friends and old colleagues, and also being able to make new ones. Being able to go back to some of the talks as well is really important for me. I do miss some of the clinical side, so actually to be able to go back and understand what's happening in the both diagnostic and therapeutic worlds is really important.
If there's any listeners who have never heard of Alliance Medical before, how would you describe what it was?
I would describe Alliance as one of the biggest diagnostic providers across the country, and also PET-CT providers. So we deliver 70% of all the PET-CT scans for the NHS across the whole of England, and we are moving at great speed into large community diagnostic centres, providing CT, MR services, endoscopy moving forward, and then also trying to progress really to help innovative solutions for people and the NHS, especially with problems in their regions.
Amazing. Would you give any advice to anyone who's considering maybe potentially going into an industry style role?
I think just go for it. I think it's important not to limit yourself thinking that is your initial qualification and that's where you need to stay. You can really grow in radiography any way you want to go. Through what I've done over the last few years, I'm in the middle of an MBA at the minute that is an apprenticeship with Alliance, and you can just keep progressing to wherever you want to go. Go for it.
Yeah, and I would agree that just stepping back to workforce again, we have like cross-modality training, so you could have a CT radiographer then, and developing the skills and training and building on that for PET, MR. So it just really helps develop skills for them.
It's a good question. I do like that question because I sometimes sit there thinking, why did I make the move from clinical into industry, certainly NHS into industry? For me, the main advice I'd give to people is not to be too scared to do it. I think there's always that, oh my goodness, I'm moving into something bigger and more scary. Actually, the support is there, and certainly with Alliance, I've seen that since I joined last September. The support is there for people to make that progression and make that change. And actually, do you know what? If you want to go back again, you can. Why not? So I think it's really important to try. If you've got that vision, you want to move that forward, then go for it, follow your goal. And if it doesn't work out, then you've always got your clinical side to go back to, or back into the NHS if they'll have you.
I'm sure they would. There's enough jobs at the moment.
And lastly, from an Alliance Medical perspective, what is the future holding? What can people look out for coming from you guys?
Big question.
Big question.
Go on, what did you put in your
Eyes are on me.
PDR?
Eyes are on me.
What was in your PDR?
Obviously, you can't give away too many trade secrets, but no, I think more cooperation again with the NHS. We're not looking to grow the business apart from really, with partnerships and with collaboration piece. We want to be able to support the NHS moving forward, and I think that's probably where the big area is. And certainly, as I mentioned before, the community diagnostic centres, that's where we feel we can make a really big impact, and certainly across the rest of England. And we're a European business as well, so we're making some good headway with those into Europe. Mainly in Europe, and Ireland is growing really well as well. So I think from an English perspective and a UK perspective, we're here to try and grow that diagnostic space. PET-CT, we want to expand that as well. We have a brilliant network at the moment, but really it would be really nice for us to be able to expand that over the next couple of years. There's a few things that are going on at the moment, working on that. So that's what we want to do. We want to just be in that collaboration space.
Brilliant. Well, thank you all for joining us here at Rat Chat.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.